Alright guys, in this video we're going to take a closer look at an ARKit first-person shooter game called W.AR. This stands for Walker's Augmented Reality. This is not a new game, it's actually quite an old game. It was released on November 3rd, 2017. But there's a reason I want to review it here in this video and talk about it, because there are some interesting things in this game and also things related to what we're going to expect in a similar first-person shooter augmented reality games in the future. So War is an ARKit first-person shooter, as I mentioned. In this game, players need to survive endless waves of zombie attacks. The player needs to locate weapons scattered around the garden and use it to kill the zombies. The gameplay will remind some of you of the game Left 4 Dead or the zombie mode in Call of Duty. Now, as you can see, this game is not your typical augmented reality game, right? This game was designed from the ground out for outdoor gameplay. The game spawns a life-size gaming level in the real world in augmented reality. Now, I didn't count my steps, but I think it's around 30 by 30 meters, about 98 feet square. But again, I'm not sure about the exact size. Anyway, you can see it's a very, very large scale. You see those trees? You see those trees that are close by? These are virtual trees. These are not real trees. The other ones at the back, these are real trees. As you can see, the barrel, the fans, and the structure over there, these are all virtual. Now the game gives you 3 weapons to shoot with: an assault rifle, a grenade, and a pistol. And you can also find weapons and grenades on the floor. You can pick them up and arm yourself. Now at the top left you can see your health, the ammo and the weapon you're using on the top right, and the timer on the bottom left. And the goal here is to try to maximize your score. Eventually probably you'll die because you're gonna be overrun by enemies, or you're gonna be left without ammo or something. But yeah, it's all about, there's no other different game modes, unfortunately. I wish there were, and I wish this game received more updates, but unfortunately it didn't. So that's what it is right now. Now the map includes several sheds, fences, and a guard tower. You can actually move around them, and the zombies will, this can give you some time to get prepared. For example, if you're in the shed and the zombies are behind it, they will need to walk around it. So give you some time to prepare, maybe reload your weapon. And of course you can just run away from them, you know, just go to the other side and they're just gonna follow you. Guard tower that you see on the left, this is a virtual one. Of course you can climb on it, but the thing is, if you imagine this game in mixed reality in the future, you can see that the developer can customize certain buildings to make a certain, so they can fit the theme of the game. So you can still climb them, but they're actually going to look different because virtual content is going to be put and covered them, so they can look completely different, so how they look in the real world. Now as you can see, this game is very large, so you can resize it. So you just go outside, you spawn it, and it just spawns a real life size environment. I tried to play it at home. It was a bad experience. I mean, I don't recommend doing it. You can try it, but this is not the way this game was designed to be played. So again, you can resize it. So you just go out, spawn it, and this is real size trees. The zombies are like real life size, human size characters, virtual characters. Everything just feels so authentic because of this. I think that overall the entire map looks nice in AR. Obviously this is not a very practical settings for an AR game, at least not if you want to reach a broad audience. If I wasn't reviewing this game, I probably wouldn't have played it at all, unless I'm already in the park with friends and I want to try it out, because again, it's a large scale game. It's not something that, you know, I'll enjoy playing downstairs or in my room or in the living room. So again, this is type of game that this something needs to motivate you in order to go and play it. Now, one of the problems with this game related to usability, so you need to hold the device. I used my iPad, so I needed to hold it up for a long period of time, even if a few minutes. So then hand fatigue kicks in, and it's not very comfortable, especially when you're playing with an iPad. With an iPhone, it's going to be less of an issue, but still, this game is best played with augmented reality glasses, with a controller. Of course, my personal motivation was trying out a real-size augmented reality game and explore all the possibilities, not just ones that are available right now, but also ones that are going to be available in the future. Now, maybe this game size looks a bit weird for people who are not used to playing this type of games in augmented reality, but just look a bit into the future with AR glasses and, you know, with AirCloud technologies coming. You're going to see cities full of this. It's not going to be 30 meters by 30 meters. It's going to be all over the place. If you're, for example, in the Big Ben, you're going to see a sniper trying to snipe you from above. Maybe enemies coming from the river. You're going to see creatures climbing up on buildings, trying to reach you. It's going to be insane, and of course it's going to be social. You're going to play with friends, and some of the missions will require to team up maybe to 5-6 players together, and you're going to do raids, and you're going to do many missions. It's going to be amazing. So the experience of, like, you know, Destiny style game on the console, for example, or PC is going to be taken out into the real world, and it's going to be amazing. Imagine like going outside and seeing like big dragons, you know, just scorching fire all over the place, and you look at the ground, it's not the same as you're used to. The ground is going to look different. It's going to replace it with a different texture, and maybe you're going to find some enemies just waiting for you outdoors where you live. It's going to be just completely crazy. Developers can play with it wherever they like. They can invent so many things, and they're going to inject so much creativity into these games, type of games, outdoor games. Then it's going to be like something that's going to revolutionize how we play games in general. Now you can see I'm going to the shed. I'm going to pick up this rifle, and it gives me much more bullets. You see, so many bullets. I think this is a AK-47. I'm not sure. And then I'm going to go out. I'm going to pick up a pistol laying there. And it's all about just running around, picking up weapons when you are out of ammo. And of course, I prefer playing this game with a controller with mixed reality glasses. So when I hold the controller in my hand, the game is going to position a virtual gun where my controller is located. We already see this developers making this using Magic Flip 1 mixed reality headset. You just position the virtual item where the controller is. You can see I just reloaded the gun, and I can also put a magazine inside from the bottom. And in these games with the controller and mixed reality glasses is going to be quite similar, because the game is going to recognize like two-hand gestures in mixed reality. So when you just put your hands and just move it forward, it's going to reload. And if you just use the other end and use like up down down up gesture, it's gonna recognize it as putting a magazine in the gun. Anyway, you're not only limited to using guns. You can maybe have a game which is more like a fantasy game. We have guns, but we're gonna also have like spell casting abilities, where you can just use your hands in order to cast spells. It can be insane. So this game, what you see here, it's a great demo of what we can expect to see in the future. It's actually among the only ones that was daring enough to bring this type of experience in augmented reality, because again, not many players are going to play it, not in this type of format, but in with mixed reality glasses, with outdoor capability, and with other complementary technologies. These games are going to be very, very popular. Now, this is not the only AR game that try to create a life-size experience. There's the game The Walking Dead: Our World. It actually takes this type of formula, shooting zombies, and just create an outdoor Pokemon-style Go augmented reality game where you shoot zombies. That's actually like this, real life-size zombies. Intuition the Dam. It's a first-person shooter game. If you don't know this game, I have a review about it on my blog and many gameplay videos on my YouTube channel. Now, in terms of usability and immersion, these games will be better played with mixed reality glasses when we're going to have occlusion, with AR cloud technology. It's going to be amazing. So we need to wait a bit until those technologies are available and more products are released that can enable developers to really create this type of amazing outdoor AR experiences. But again, right now, they are kind of limited. So this is my extended review of W.AR augmented reality game for iOS. If you enjoy what you're seeing, you can try it yourself. Just make sure you play it in a large open outdoor area, or if you have a large indoor area, that's okay as well. I'm sure that first-person shooter enthusiast is gonna love this game, but again, for me, it was more about just get inspired, looking what we can expect in the future when better technologies are used for these types of games, and allowing developers to really realize and maximize those ideas that they have in their head, and make sure they are realized in a way that more people will enjoy playing them, and they're going to deliver unique experiences that most players haven't experienced before. So in a way, it's kind of weird to see it, because actually my head is so much into the further away into the future, seeing myself playing those future games, and when I see this, I'm feeling like I'm watching an old movie on YouTube, seeing how this game looked a few years ago. That's how I feel. But again, this just shows us that we're going to have such amazing gameplay experience in the future, because you see, even right now, people are creating really amazing things with this. We just need to take it to the next level, a few levels, in order to realize those amazing gameplay experiences. So this is it. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support is very important to me. And I see you on the next video very, very soon. Thanks for all of those who subscribe to my channel and keep supporting me. Don't forget to check out my blog on arcritic.com, and there are also my in my Instagram channel, where I post many great videos and photos that I don't post anywhere. So make sure you subscribe to my Instagram as well. I'm also very active on Twitter, so you can check it out as well. That's it. Until then, guys, thank you so much. I see you on the next video. Bye bye.